With you from East Rutherford, New Jersey, the Jeep Eagles starting lineups. Let's look at the matchups, Doug Collins.
Well, I think early what you have to look at is Drazen Petrovic and Michael Jordan. Petrovic cannot handle him, so if the Jordan rules are struggling, look for Chris Morris to go down and guard him. He's a bigger, lankier player, can defend against him better. Coleman will try to post, but I'm sure the Bulls will try to run down and take the ball out of his hands with a double team. Look for Tate George to be forced to make some open shots. Chris Morris has great hands.
Was blown by the Nets.
That's where you just got to make the simple play.
Nice move, Pippen to Jordan.
It's a four-point play, Bob. You give away a layup on one end after a great defensive play, and then you give Michael a dunk on the other end. The Nets cannot make those kind of plays if they hope to win this game tonight. They have to be solid and cash in on every open floor opportunity.
Michael's first points of the night.
Bulls lead 14-12, 6:26 remaining in the first period. Let's take a look at the fast break. First of all, count the number of Bulls players in the back court. You have 4, 1 back defensively to play 4 Nets. And watch what happens on the play. Chris Morris gets careless. The no-look pass, B.J. Armstrong deflects it. And look what happens. Now they have 4-on-1 the other way. And who's going to end up with the dunk? Michael Jordan. They must make the simple play tonight. And when they have numbers, they've got to at least get good shots.
Chuck Daly, who said, never trust happiness. As you look, it's not going to be much of a factor here. Now 9 seconds. Jordan with the drive. Dudley with the block. He had 4 blocks against the Knicks. Petrovic, nice fake.
He does a great job with the ball fake. Young players watching him tonight should watch how he uses the ball as a weapon to get himself open for that jump shot.
Jordan feeling it, left alone. He'll drill that all night. 2 out of 3 from the floor. He has 4.
That's the shot they want him to take, though. The little bit deep shot where if he does miss, it gives him a chance to defend and rebound.
Jordan only 4 early.
Well, normally Michael Jordan takes Petro right out of the ball game.
Oh, how about that one? And the foul.
You can't let him spin baseline. You've got double team help coming, and you cannot allow him to spin baseline.
Dudley's first foul.
As Morris finds Petrovic, and here he goes baseline. The double team is coming from the top, so you cannot allow him to go baseline. It doesn't do any good to run a double team over there if you're going to allow the guy to go baseline.
With
lack of playing over the last few days is not giving him an opportunity to be sharp.
Michael with 6 points, 7 points now, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and trying to tie Wilt Chamberlain for leading the NBA in scoring the 7th straight year.
I like his chances.
Me too. Points is a lot.
Yeah, that over 60 games, that's 240 points. So.
Jordan. Pull it past the Grant. That pass was spectacular. It went through a plethora of arms. 8 points for Grant. And $5,000 for that today. Tate George in trouble, puts up the prayer, batted out of there.
Oh, nice play by B.J.
Oh, look at Michael Jordan's jam.
That play,
every time I get used, I think I'm used to Jordan, I see that.
Oh. Chris Morris was going to contest it, and Michael said, So the fans got their money's worth tonight. Michael got a poster play.
Foul as he pushed. Watch this.
Well, Petrovic gambles and loses, and watch Morris.
You saw that tongue come out, and you thought, good night, nightmare time.
However many weeks without Kenny Anderson going through this tough stretch of games at home and on the road, he's got to go on the West Coast.
Bulls have 4 seconds to shoot. Now 2. Jordan for 3. At the buzzer. Count it. Yes.
Whole hum. The thing about it is B.J. Armstrong gets an assist for that.
8 seconds for Jordan. Drives past Addison. Between 3 defenders. Oh. Then let's take a look at vintage Jordan.
Well, he's so quick and explosive. 2 dribbles, and he gets all the way to the basket. Just a sensational play. See, I think that's more sensational than a dunk because he's got to glide, he's got to use the glass, he's got to play angles off the backboard.
Monster jam and that beautiful move inside. Bernard King about to get into the ball game for the New Jersey. Sports Illustrated has their swimsuit issue. We have our cap issue here on TNT. Kathy Ireland starring in both publications.
I've never seen you give your hat up more quickly to someone. I begged for that hat for about 2 weeks.
I've been holding on to that hat. But,
just for this moment, right?
Well, she's such a nice young lady. I thought she'd appreciate that. Final 12 minutes.
See, Ramil Robinson's got to play Michael Jordan right now. They're going to have to double him because he's going to go right into the post and leave Tucker for threes.
Rimmed it out. Nice tip in by Michael Jordan. Michael has 17 points. Had 8 at the half. And he
Chicago point.
6:30 to go in the ball game. 8-point Bulls lead. Jordan from 15. Michael has a quiet 19 tonight. Leads the league in three-pointers, but the Nets are 0 for 3 tonight.
That's the ball game.
Scottie Pippen runs down the loose ball.
Smart play by Scottie to give the ball up, and I tell you why. He throws the ball to an 87% free throw shooter. That's being an unselfish player. You guys out there who are not good free throw shooters, throw it to the guys who can make foul shots and let them put the game away. Don't try to get your own point total late in the game. Make the smart play.
Yeah, but what if you have no other way to get your points? Speaking for those guys,
I guess.
Jordan to the line. His 2 free throws built this lead to 6. If he hits both of these, which he doesn't.
Michael backed off the line. He didn't stay with his shot.
He looks as though he's very tired tonight during his whole ball game. Now, don't get me wrong. He's near a triple-double anyway. But he has not played with the enthusiasm that we've often seen. And usually
the dog days, Coach. It's the dog days. They're waiting to get into the playoffs. They realize that they're going to be judged when the playoffs start, not how many wins they get during the regular season.
You got that right. Coleman throws up the three-point prayer. Purdue catches it. 10 seconds to go in this ball game. And the Nets know, and we know, and you know, it is over. 87-80, the Bulls get the Nets by 7. The Nets played without Sam Bowie or Kenny Anderson, but remember, the Bulls have been playing without Cartwright and Paxson.